Okay, so still looking at these last ones. Again, I'm going to try and go a little quicker here. The idea is we're pulling out the rule. So you'll notice we've got the 1 over x. Hopefully you will recall our index law, which tells us we can bring the x to the top and it becomes a negative 1. Alright, so if we're looking over here instantly, we know it has to be this law. Okay, very quickly, for this particular one, because we ended up with the exact same as our law, I can quickly just say, well, that's going to be the natural log of x plus c. And actually, I've just reminded myself I've made a little mistake up on the very top here. Of course, we have forgotten the plus c, so we'll fix that up. And in our initial ones back up here, we forgot the constant value. So apologies, they should be in there. All right, moving on. You'll notice that this 1 divided by x is exactly the same as x is to the negative 1, so we actually end up with the exact same answer. Okay, so don't be freaked out when something looks slightly unfamiliar. Turn it into something that is familiar. And you might be tempted to say here, well look, I've had a power that had a negative, okay, so it should be the same here. Well, no, it's not. Remember that our initial rules work fine as long as that n is not a negative 1. So in this case, it is our first rule. Okay, so it's going to be x negative 2 plus 1 all over whatever it was there. So we end up with x to the negative 1 divided by negative 2. Last ones, okay, we've got the 1 over situation just like we did up here. So let's turn it into something that might be a little more familiar to us. It's the same as saying, well, let's bring that 2x plus 1 to the top, all to the power of negative 1. As we can see, looks identical to our fourth rule. Alright, so we do the 1 over a, 1 because it was 1 up here. If it wasn't a 1, if it was a 2 or a 3, we would just have that replaced down here. So the a value is the 2, natural log. The a value we said was 2 of the x. The b value was our 1. And not forgetting the c. Very last one, as you'll notice, again, I've strategically done this. We are doing the exact same thing. So it looks different, but we're not going to get fooled. That will be the exact same as that.